only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a million.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right. You're giving up yardage.
Great field position.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood!
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
One, Omaha.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Here we go. 180! Lock! No. 11.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 98 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well. Creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On third down, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
56, Mike 56. Watch the run. Watch the south, baby. That's baby south.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Here we go. 180. 2.
On second down, a run with Breida.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So after that fourth down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. They go play action. Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 42 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Cousins the thrower. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, no, easy. Mike 20, go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, Charlie!
First down. Here's Cousins. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Second and 10 now from the 27. Cousins again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled.
Do we have a quit? Yeah, we have a quit. Oh, that was for 10. I didn't even realize. Yeah. That was a $10 game right there. Well, yeah. Just trying shit fucking around.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna walk.
This nigga tried to confirm the win. Of course I would have to do this shit. I mean, granted, it's on my stream, but why is it not? What the fuck, man? Yeah, well, it's not saving, so I have to literally pull it up on my stream.
Win it now.
Do you have
Throw
that
the
stream
ball
by
with the right
chance?
hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A floor, come down, hotel,
Oh, never mind.
lobby.
He got his shit together,
What
so
now?
he gave him my win.
Check out,
Why
Mike
the
Giver,
fuck?
1 foul, just a touch.
No, I'm trying to see, like, why the fuck it didn't fucking... I gotta delete these fucking... Select all, delete all. I have like 10 gigs of fucking Madden up like gameplay, nigga. Like, bruh.
They love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna walk
I'm already
revenge.
50 bucks up
Somebody might
today.
want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
That's the thing when niggas run that fucking meta pinch or whatever fucking blitz. Kittle was able to abuse that. Unless because you have to user that. Fuck. Yeah, the niggas in San Fran is. Ladies and gentlemen. If you move the niggas around, then obviously that pass rush was.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, sparking up, ripping across that line. I mean, Nick Bosa didn't get in for shit, but.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. To the left, right? Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket? Fools.